Hi, hello. I haven't filmed in forever, and this angle is not great because you're like down on my window, my window ledge, because I don't know where my tripod is because I haven't filmed in so long. But I thought I would film a little book haul because I got some new books for the first time in forever. I treated myself a little bit. Little one, if you've been following me for a while, first of all, I haven't posted on here in forever, and I'm so sorry. I would like to make a comeback on here. There's just not been much time. I have a little one. She's 2.5 now, if you can believe it. And today was her first day of preschool in like the 2-year-old class, and oh, it was such an emotional day. And so I'm feeling like I need a little bit of serotonin because it was a very hard day. She's never been away from me for more than like an hour since she was like a baby. I mean, my husband takes her too, but that's like different because like, I don't know, it's her dad. So it's like, it's not the same as like leaving her somewhere. So it was just very much a very emotional day. And so I just need a little bit of something a little book therapy, if you will. So I got this order. It came today from Book Outlet. Bookoutlet.com, which I love because it's like overstock of books, and so the books are really inexpensive. So I think everything I got in this package was like $40 total with shipping and everything. So really good because I got a lot of books. So I thought I would share them with you. Books have just not really been in the budget lately because we have a toddler and I stay home with her. So I work in the evening still on sticker stuff. Jessica Hart's like sticker stuff, but our budget's not big. We've really had to condense ourselves so I can stay home with her, which is worth it for us. But and now we're paying for daycare, so I can work a little bit more. But I thought I would treat myself. So I have not been buying books, is what I'm saying. I do have Kindle Unlimited, and I've really been making good use of my Libby account. So we're gonna open this up. This box is really secure because I get a lot of books and I'm very excited. My like physical TBR is very low. I'm down to probably like 5 or 6 books, and they're like big fantasy books I've had for a while, or like big series that I'm just not ready to jump into yet. So I really needed some romance, like fun, quick, easy reads, and I think that's everything I got. I think everything is romance in here. I believe. So let's take a look. The first book I got was Better Than Revenge by Cassie West. I think this is a cute little cover. And it just looks cute. I think it's supposed to be about, I have no idea actually. Her school's podcast team, everyone has to start somewhere. When her football obsessed boyfriend Jensen also tries out and uses her idea to become a podcaster, I guess. She's confused and betrayed. Finley and her friends try to find the perfect revenge scheme, but Jensen is almost impossible to beat. Keyword almost. So I think it's kind of like enemies to lovers is kind of my best guess. It looks very cute. So we have this one. And I think a lot of these books were like $4.99. So if you haven't been on Book Outlet, they've got some good stuff on there. This one is called Love and Lattes by Beth Riegels? Oh, she's the author of The Kissing Booth, which I've never read, but I'm pretty sure that was a Netflix movie, right? So, very cute. This one is one summer internship, 2 complete opposites, and a connection neither expected. So, being a prestigious internship program, nothing is going to stop her now. Work hard, play later, that's her motto. She figures one night letting her guard down won't hurt, though especially because it ended with the best kiss of her life. But to Anna's horror, she discovers that the mystery guy she kissed is none other than the company CEO's son. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth, Lloyd is everyone's favorite guy and total charmer. So it sounds like it's going to be cute. So she's like the intern at the male main character's dad's company, I guess. Sounds good. It's gonna be kind of cute. This one I'm very excited for because I love a fall witchy type vibe, and this one has sprayed edges, which is really nice for like the price. This is Love's a Witch by Trisha O'Malley, and I had to double check. I was like, did I not read this book? I feel like this looks like a book I would have read. It has a little shimmer. It's a very cute book. Like, so cute. So cute. Oh, a little doggy. That is so cute. But it looks like Maybe that's why it looks like this is sprayed upside down, no? Because it's like, it's a dog. But it's like this way. So maybe that's why it was in the book outlet. Maybe it's kind of like a oopsie copy, which I don't mind at all. I do not mind that. I don't think I read this one, but I've just read so many of these types of books and I love them. Like witchy fall rom-coms are my jam. She's hexed, he's vexed, and for Scotland's most magical small town, their feud might just spell disaster. Did I read this? Briarhaven sounds pretty familiar. Sloane McGregor swore she never returned to Briarhaven, but with her 25th birthday looming, the day witches come into their magic. Her grandmother summons her back for one tiny task, break the centuries-old curse haunting their bloodline. Did I read this? No. I think I read something like this. But I don't know. I've read so many of these types of books, like, I don't know. But that one sounds really cute. This one looked really cute. It's Never Vacation with Your Ex by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. I've never seen two authors on a book before, actually. That's quite interesting. There's their names. But I think it's quite cute. Never Vacation with Your Ex. It says, what happens in Malibu stays in Malibu. 17-year-old, a lot of these are very young. I just realized there are a lot of like intern 17-year-old. I usually try to read like a little bit like older now that I'm in my early 30s, almost mid 30s. I try to read a little bit like books where the main character is a little bit older now. I like when they're in their like late 20s, early 30s, preferably early 30s. But sometimes it's always fun to read like a little kind of YA one or something. It's just kind of like nostalgic and fun. But so she's a volleyball star, lives a life of player rankings, nonstop training, and thriving social presence. Her one refuge at the vacation her family spends in Malibu with the Freeman, yes, every summer. That must be like family friends. Only one problem, Kaylee and their son Dean dated for the past 2 months, and she dumped him. Hoping to spare them the worst summer ever, Kaylee comes to Dean with her unconventional solution. She's going to walk him through her rules for getting over an ex, and he cooperates, and so they dated. Is that what it is? Yeah. That could be kind of fun, so we'll see about that one. Let's see, I have 3 more left. So we have Welcome Home, Caroline Klein by Courtney Priest. I've never seen this one. I thought it was really cute. It says, a surprise breakup leaves Caroline with no job, no New York City apartment, and no backup plan. That is until her dad, Leo, gets injured and summons her back to the Jersey Shore suburb she was desperate to escape. But Leo doesn't want Caroline to take care of him. He needs her to replace him on his larger-than-life men's softball team. He's convinced that for the first time... I don't know if I actually read the descriptions of some of these books. I kind of went off the cover on some of them. He's convinced that for the first time in years that they could win it all if only Caroline will step up to the plate. That's actually quite funny. So she moves home and she runs into her childhood crush, Crispin. Never seen that name before. Crispin Davis. Crispy. Who also returned to town for a fresh start. So that sounds cute. Okay, we like it. This one I'm very excited for because I actually had this on my Kindle Unlimited or Libby or something? I think Libby. But I never ended up downloading it. It's In the Company of Witches by Aurelie Wallace. And this is a different cover than what was on my Libby. I like this cover. I just read another one of her books. Gosh, what was it? Oh, it might have been. It probably was like a Kindle book or a audiobook. I don't think I have the physical book. I read another one of her books. I can't remember what it is, but I really liked it a lot. I thought it was so fun and like a cozy, like witchy rom-com, and I just really enjoyed it. So this one I'm really excited for. And it says, when a guest dies in the B&B, she helps her aunt run. A young witch must rely on some good old-fashioned investigating to clear her aunt's name in this magical and charming cozy mystery. And I love that. A little witch's bed and breakfast? Like, that sounds so fun. So, I can't remember what the book was called that I read, but I do remember I really, really liked it. So, I'm very excited to read this one as well. This looks like a lot of fun. I have one left. Also, I like how I'm in the, just realized like in the bottom, like 2/3 of this frame. Like all of this space up here for just nothing. Is my phone slipping or has it been like that the whole time? It's probably been like that the whole time, hasn't it? I gotta find my tripod for my film again. Okay, my last book. Can't Help Falling in Love by Sophie Sullivan. It looks like a fun little fall rom-com book, right? Like, how cute. This looks really cute. So, it's about Lexi Danby is looking for some no-strings fun when her comically bad waitressing lands her directly in the path of a handsome stranger named Will. Lexi may have found the distraction she's been looking for. Will Grand is heir to a major Seattle company that values family above all else. Now he's been placed in charge of an important merger, and he needs to show that he's settled down. When Will and Lexi are thrust into a fake engagement, catching feelings comes as a surprise. That would be a surprise. Will doesn't want to let down the women he's falling for, while Lexi has trouble trusting fully due to issues from her past. Okay, they spend time together, it's the fall, and they probably fall in love, right? So, that is this one. That looks cute. And I will actually, okay, so those are all the ones I will say. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Those are all the books I got from Book Outlet. So, I feel like those were like a good deal for $40. Like, that's a lot of books, right? And then I will show you one more book I got. I got this one from Target. This, was it a week ago or something? 2 weeks ago? I actually got 2 books. I'll show you both. Because I just needed, again, some serotonin, and I had my little one, and I just needed somewhere I could just drive up and they could bring me my book. So that's what I did. I'll show you. Okay, the 2 books I got from Target. One of them I've read already. Is Love Overboard. I read this one last week by Candy Steiner. And it's got like shimmery water, which is kind of fun. I don't know if it'll show up, but a little bit maybe. This one was fun. It was about, okay, so I love Bravo shows. I watch most Bravo shows. Seen all of Below Deck, right? I've been watching that one since it started. And this is basically Below Deck. I don't know how they got away with that because it almost follows the seasons to a T. Like, it follows the episode format to a T. And it's about a girl that becomes the chief stew. It's her first job as a chief stew. She's her second season on this show called, I think it's called Love Overboard. And she fell in love, I think, like the last season with the chef. And she wasn't chief stew at the time. This time she's brought back chief stew. And he's brought back as the chef. And they had they were completely in love, had a terrible breakup, and so now they're seeing each other for the first time, and they're like having to film this show together and work together closely because she's the chief stew of the mega yacht. Did I say it was a mega yacht? They're like the big yachts that people charter, so it's like the crew of the charter, you know, for the charter yacht. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're supposed to be filming the show too at the same time. So it really just follows a lot of the plot of the show, like time for our tip meetings, everybody get into your whites, get into your blacks, get into whatever. It's dinner service time, do the tablescape, we're doing a beach picnic. It like follows the show so much that like I'm not sure how that's like allowed. I'm like, is that copy? I don't know. Copywritten? I'm not sure, but it must be fine if she like wrote about it. But yeah, so it follows the show very closely. So if you like the show, you probably will like this. Although I do feel like quite a few of the characters in this book are based on different people from the different seasons. I'm like, oh, that's so and so, or oh, that sounds exactly like this like person from the show, the season 5 episode, whatever. I feel like a lot of them are based on the actual people from the show, which I don't know how I feel about, because the people in the show are not characters. They're like actually doing their jobs. Like, they have all the certifications. It's like actually a job that they're then being filmed for. But I've watched like a bunch of interviews. It's so fascinating. I've watched a bunch of interviews of different people that have been on that show on Below Deck, and like how the process works and how they do it all. And like, it is actually so fascinating to me. But anyways, they just like do their jobs, and the camera crew follow them around. Obviously they are picked also by production. Like, they're picking people that are going to cause drama, and it's going to cause like fights and like different personalities and big personalities. Like, they're picking those people specifically for the show. So, but they still have to be qualified for the most part. Like, it's not like legal for them to not have certain qualifications for certain roles. But anyways, I digress. This book was fun. It was fun if you like the show, or if you just like that concept. But if you've seen every season of the show, it does kind of feel a bit redundant, because I feel like I'm just watching or was reading like a mishmash of the different seasons of Below Deck. So I don't know. That's up to you. But this book I have not read yet, which is The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston. And I have read read, I think, all her other books. I've read The 7-Year Slip, The Dead Romantics, that one where she went to like the magical story land. She jumped through the book. What was that called? I read that one, and I read another one. Sounds Like Love and a Novel Love Story, and 7-Year Slip and The Dead Romantics. Yes. Okay, so I've read all her other books. So I picked up this one. All of her books have like a element of magical realism, so they're kind of like rom-coms, but then something goes awry that's like magical, like she's transported into her favorite book series, like the town of her favorite book series, or she can hear voices in her head or something. That's one of them, the music one. She can hear songs in her head and it turns into like a voice, or she can see dead people for The Dead Romantics, or the 7-Year Slip, that there's like a time slip for their apartment that's like 7 years, so it like puts them forward or backward. Anyway, so she has like magical realism elements to all of her books, and they're kind of hit or miss for me. Like I like most of them, but some of them I don't like love. So we'll see how this one goes, but it sounds interesting. So she escapes to a coastal Maine for the summer for a temporary job, revitalizing the storied grounds at Lilymore House. And then she falls in love with the grounds. They're beautiful, but then their door appears and they're never in the same place twice, and it leads her to a secret unfinished garden with a frustrated thundercloud of a man trapped inside. And so, and then like other things, it sounds like, start happening around the manor and the gardens that I think she has to kind of figure out and solve. So it sounds fun. Like they're always romances, but yeah, like magical realism. So she finds some doors in the garden, different places each time, and grumpy sunshine type of vibe, probably tropes as well. So it sounds like it'll be fun. So I also have that book, and that is all of the books I have, physical books I should say. I do have a long Kindle Unlimited TBR on my Kindle, and quite a long Libby one as well for audiobooks. So this is my physical TBR right now. I have, like I said, more fantasy books, my new books. It's my book haul. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so out of practice for this. It's my book haul. So I hope you like it. Oh, also, if you're watching this video, maybe you're interested in bookish stuff. And I actually just released book TBR cards, like TBR prompt cards. And they're so cute, and they're so pretty, and they're foiled, and they say TBR prompt on one side, and then the other side has a TBR prompt to pick out books, and they're available in my shop right now. I have a couple sets left because I make them all by hand. They take a really long time. I foil them all, print them all, cut them all, laminate them all, cut those out. It takes a long time. So I only have a couple left, but I'm starting to work on those this week. I see if I can get them to show you. I have like, these are just some of them, but they say TBR prompt in foil, and they have this, they're like a light pink. It's hard to see in this light because like the sun is literally setting behind the trees, but they're like a light pink, and they have this pretty design. And then on the other side is a TBR prompt. So this one says, a book with a great first sentence. So ideally, like, they all have the same back, right? So ideally what you do is take them all, so you just see the backs of them, and you can shuffle them all up, and then you can like pick a prompt. And this one says, a book with an orange cover. Yeah, a book with orange on the cover. Or let's see, for a book that is over 400 pages. So they all have a different prompt. There's 24 of them in the full set. I just grabbed a handful of them, but this one is highest rated book on Goodreads. So they all just have a different prompt. So you can pick out your monthly TBR like that. If you don't want to do like a whole little prompt jar, you want like little shiny metallic-y cards, like foily cards. So they're very cute. I'm very happy with them. And I want to do a September TBR video with them is my goal. But now that I have a little bit more like physical books. So that is it. I hope you like this video. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if you want to see more like book videos, or do you want to see more plan with me's. I'm not going to vlog likely. I'm not likely going to vlog because I have my little one all day with me. So I'm not going to like put her on camera. So, and I'm just doing stuff with her all day. That's all we do. We're going to different parks. We're going to different, like, we're just going to story times. Like, there's nowhere for me to film. So I'm not going to do any vlogs right now, but let me know if you want like bookish videos or more planner related videos. Let me know what you like. But I hope you are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.